Hi, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Tuesday Talks with Darlene. I want to talk about the signs that you're waking up that no one else sort of really talks about as much. Oh, excuse me, just clearing for somebody. Now, spiritual awakening isn't always beautiful and magical, and I can tell you that from experience. Sometimes it feels confusing, flat, or like the whole world is shifting. And in this episode, I want to explore some of the real signs you're waking up. And yeah, it's incredible what can happen. 3 points I'm going to talk about. You start feeling disconnected from things that used to matter. You crave quiet, even if you've always been social. And you start questioning things you never used to think about. Let's have a look at the first one. You start feeling disconnected from things that used to matter. And that was one thing that um, yeah, it actually happened with me. Like, it's happened with me when I was about 17 and I was in this religion. It did actually matter. I loved the religion. It wasn't anything bad. I've got nothing bad to say about it. A lot of people go, oh, no, I loved it. Yet something happened. I had a prophetic dream, and instead of being scared, I awoke. And then I looked and I went, you know what? That's not for me anymore. And it was incredible and hard at the same time because I was still living with my parents. And to tell them I don't want to go to church anymore, it was scary. I was actually scared because I wasn't sure what they were going to say. Thankfully, because I was basically following in their footsteps, it made it a bit easier. Because I became a first aid officer, then I actually became a volunteer paramedic. And because I was following in my parents' footsteps, it was easier. Now, you might find that work, friendships, hobbies, you feel like you're going through the motions, but something is missing. Something has changed. It's okay. Just learn to go with all of this with grace. Don't berate yourself. Don't, talk yourself down because these things happen. When you start waking up, as it's called, then yes, friendships can go. That can be tough because it might be a childhood friend that you've had for years. And suddenly it's like, oh, I don't want to be with them. I had friends that were very superficial and I let them go because I don't want that anymore. I want friends that have two-way relationships, not one way. I was such a people pleaser that I kept giving to them and I was always asking about them, and it was never about me. When you're in a beautiful relationship with a friend that's two-way, they want to listen to you and you want to listen to them. If it's not like that, then it's a one-way friendship and it's probably time to let it go. I mean, of course, that's up to you entirely, but maybe it's time to let it go. And so you're not broken or ungrateful, you're just outgrowing parts of your life that no longer feel aligned. You might have been somebody that's been playing sports for ages and then suddenly it's just like, oh, why am I doing this? You might still want to play sports, but it might come from a new perspective. It's awesome. And this disconnection from those other things is usually the first nudge that something deeper within you is calling you. And I tell you, I love my calling. I love it. Now, you crave the quiet, even when you've been social. Suddenly, noise, crowds, and as I was saying, those surface level conversations just feel too much. I can do crowds and that when it feels right. If I'm in the right space, like this morning, I went shopping. It was okay. And I even had a bit of laughter because I was in the right space to go shopping. So it was okay. Other times I go shopping and I'm thinking, I've got to get out, I've got to get out. And I rush through, which means I'm waiting for public transport for longer. I don't care though. I had to get out because it was just overwhelming. So even me being what I considered fully awake, there are times I just go, oh, no. I mean, personally, I wish I had a personal shopper. It would be so good. I could do other things. That would be so nice. A dream of mine is to actually have a chef. That would be so lovely, and it will happen. And so with this, you might find yourself needing space, but not understanding why. You're like, I don't want to go out, but why? I'm normally really sociable. I'm normally going out all the time. It's okay. As I said, give yourself compassion, give yourself love, because this is your energy pulling inward so you can hear yourself more clearly. It's not isolation, it's realignment. There's a difference between isolation and just being with yourself. There's a huge difference. I have actually isolated myself a few times over the years, and I know the difference. I love being with myself, and yet I still love being with other people. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. And what you're doing is you're making room for your own truth to come through. Now, this can't happen when you're always tuned into everybody else. Growing up, you were taught to listen to your parents, then you were taught to listen to your teachers, and then your boss, and then, and it's like, hang on, what about me? Learning to tune into yourself when you've been taught to disconnect from yourself and seek answers elsewhere, it can, take some time. So be aware of that. And just doing little things every day to learn to tune in is all you need to do. You don't need to do big dramatic things. Just something little, even if it means in the morning, just sitting on your bed, closing your eyes, putting your hands on your heart and just going, I'm just going to feel. Because the first thing you want to do is learn how to feel your body. You may have had things happen in the past where you felt pain or something. This is deeper. This is learning how to really tune in right down to the cells, to every single cell, where you can actually imagine those cells. It's incredible. And so you might start questioning things you've never used to think about. You might start wondering, why am I really here? Why do I keep repeating these same patterns over and over and over? It's like, why? And what actually feels true for me now? These questions aren't signs of a breakdown. They're signs of a breakthrough. It means that your awareness is expanding. You're realizing there's actually more to life. It may mean that you stay in the job that you've got because you love it, but there's going to be new awareness around things. There is nothing wrong with having a job. Nothing wrong with it. You may want to start a business. You may want to quit your job and go traveling or whatever. Whatever you want to do, as long as it is coming from love and not fear, go for it. Go for it. You don't need answers straight away. Just starting to notice is the waking up. And when you start waking up, it's incredible what can actually come through for you. I do loads of channeling now because I've tuned in and I've been doing it for many, 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 many. I won't tell you how many years. I've been doing it for a very long time. I did say at the start, I started when I was 17. I won't tell you how old I am. It is incredible. I am in such a space of, it's hard to describe the space. When you find that space for yourself, you will understand. Now, today we've talked about signs you're waking up that no one talks about. So you start feeling disconnected from things that used to matter. You crave quiet even when you've been social. and you start questioning things you've never used to think about. Thank you so much for watching and listening.